Hello, and welcome to my favorite game of 2018. I decided to do some Let's Plays of my favorite games. And what better game to start off this entire new series than to play Graveyard Keeper, a game that I've been playing since early access, and this is a game where they did early access right, and I will explain this further along, but let's get started. I love this game. I'm going to do a new game. Oh, I love this. I'm so excited. You're going to hear a lot of fangirling, by the way. I love this game that much. It is an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there is a place for loving and feeling loved, especially when you know that someone misses you. What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits you ahead. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He'll help you sort everything out. Who? What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Jerry. Okay, so I'm going to be testing some stuff that players were able to do during early access that may or not be stuff that I can still do. I didn't test it real good. Okay, I'm going to ignore the yellow arrow. So this is basically home. We don't yet have the farm. We don't yet have an orchard. And we only have half of our workspace. The other half we have to pay for with equipment. Okay. Press F. Holy Stard! I'm a skull! Are you Jerry? Why do you think I'm Jerry? A man with a red eye told me I needed to dig up Jerry. Red eye? I remember! Oh, Sard, that's right, I'm Jerry! How'd you find me? Why am I doing that? Oh, never mind. A man told me to... Yeah, sorry, I missed that. Good, but first, let me ask you, who are you, and where the Sard are we? I must be dreaming. None of this can be real. You're the new graveyard keeper. What else do I remember? Let me think. I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. Everything is so strange. None of this makes sense. I definitely remember that bell. And a donkey. Something's very wrong with that animal. He could be dangerous. I think I encountered a bug just now. Comrade Donkey! Oh, I love it. I'm at a point in the game where you're actually going to like me. Got a fresh corpse from the town. Wow, a talking donkey. You can understand me! Let's talk! Who are you? I'm cheap labor. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for the capitalist bastard who owns it. And I will earn 5 carats a day! The situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends that he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one and I'll bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. So... okay, I'll wait till they're done with the cutscene. Hey! What are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like we should take it to the morgue. I don't remember why exactly. But I'm pretty sure it'll be fun. It might be profitable. Oh, I'm gonna puke. Let's do it! I, however, am not. I love this. I love this morbid shit. So I found out about this game through several different means, but I mostly watched Advac, I think is his name. He did a bunch of let's plays of this, and we all dubbed the donkey as Comrade Donkey. That is, if you're wondering where that name comes from, that is where. Sard, I like this place. Feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table. Then, what's next? Oh yes, slice some flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters. What? No way! Yes way. I love it. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut this Sard up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade meat in the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me. This later has such a Miss Lovett level of shenanigans. I love it so much. See? Mrs. Lovett. That's disgusting! You'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know, let's bury it. Take the corpse, I'll wait for you in the graveyard. Okay, now let's see if I can do the cheat stuff that I remember from early access. Let's bury it. I'm pretty sure I'm not being consistent with any of these things. Okay, so I do that. Okay. Can I get rid of this one? Shoot, I want to put it right there. Dang it. Well, I'll put you back here because I know that's a bad body. Nicely done. This burial certificate. I remember money. Alcohol. Alcohol, I sure used to like it. A lot. Oh, Sard, here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue, waiting for my beer. Oh dear me, I'm so tired. Why? Why do I have to come here every week? I love this character, by the way. He is just absolutely ridiculous. Ah, Keeper, there you are. I'm sorry to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There's no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. So for the first stage of the game, everything is about fixing up the graveyard and expanding the graveyard and getting the church open. So right now, because everything looks shitty, to be blunt, there's a very bad graveyard rating, so we have to get it up to what the bishop wants. So, as soon as your graveyard quality is at least 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a judge of good character. Haha. I'm good at everything. That is why I was chosen, to represent his will. Haha. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by next week. In fact, I come here that day. Maybe I'm not dreaming? Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it you come here? It's a part of my duty. The unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory, haha. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Okay. I'm not gonna ask any of these, because I'm gonna break the AI again, because all of these are suspicious. And I know better. If you run out of graveyard kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. Okay, and I'll show all of these things in a minute. So this is the upgrade tree. So as we do things throughout the game, you get different quality points. And depending on certain things, certain ones are very rare. But of course there are some cheats that I have figured out both in the early access and in the normal game, where you can get a heck of a lot. So as I play, I will be showing some of these and probably throwing a fit over the ones that have changed. I did a small test game before I did this to see the upgraded version, because in my normal file I am way heck of a way far into this game. I am in end game. I could end the game. I could do the end game clip whenever I want. I just didn't want to at the time. So as we unlock different things, we'll be getting better quality stuff. And eventually the goal with stuff with the graveyard is to have stone and marble, because we can create some really nice things, and I'll be playing in a manner where some people will probably just be tearing their hair out, but I like doing the crematorium. I do not care. I do not like having to buy a bunch of certificates to dig up all the bad graves with the bad bodies. And I just like the fact that I can strip a body of everything, put it in the crematorium, and still get the burial certificate and not mess up my graveyard. So that is why. So quality is -29. So let's get all of these things. And I find it hilarious that I've been talking to him with the flesh on my inventory this entire time. But yeah, once we get to certain points, we'll be able to study different items and get different point values. And I'll be keeping the burial certificate with me. Okay, screw you, yellow arrow. I'm doing some cleanup first. So, when I first heard of this game, I mostly heard it from Stardew Valley Let's Players, because this was being labeled a morbid Stardew Valley, because there is a farming aspect to it, and it just really appealed to a lot of us. And with some of the early access shenanigans, it was throw everything in the river. If you get a bad body, don't bother burying it, you just put it in the river, because so like here's an example of something that's 50-50. It's a -3, but some of that is the stone fence, the wooden cross, so it's the stuff of the number of skulls you get is the number of things you'll be able, like with marble, that's the highest level. So the highest this grave can ever get is to a 6. Because of the body that's there. And some people using embalming and such have gotten the number very high. And crap, I just realized my keyboard's getting hot. Well, I'm at least going to do the early game as much as I can. So it's the stuff of, if you don't have the right kind of... So like I just got it to -17 just by removing sticks and fixing this thing. But see, the wooden cross and the stone grave only make this a 4. But in reality it is a 1 because the red skulls are negatives. And they'll explain this further on, but it is a neat mechanic. It just caused a lot of us in the early access to just pulverize everything. And even now, with some of the curiosities of the embalming, the crematorium, there's a lot of stuff that can cause just ridiculous things to happen, and I love it. I love the chaos of it. But you ideally want marble, and marble is set really high, but to take advantage of that, you have to have bodies with a high enough white skull count to make them worth it, and that can be very tricky. I've never been able to get it done in the earlier sections of the game. By the time the game is done with the returning home section, I've been able to do that. And by the way, I will not be showing everything because I love the game devs for this. I love Tiny Bear Games. I love what they did. And I want to entice you to buy it. So there will be some things that I'll be doing off camera, some stuff that can be a little more grindy, and a little stuff that can just leave some enigma for the game. So this is not going to be a full playthrough. In terms of some of the I will show all of the mechanics, but I will not be showing absolutely every cutscene because I will probably lose my voice if I try to read all of this out loud. So, going inside. Okay, so I am on... Okay, and another time I'll have to explain some of this stuff, because the day chart has so many different names, and I think the one that a lot of us went off of is the identity of the 6 characters that represent 6 of the 7 deadly sins. I think that's the official thing that we all went with. So that would be Pride on the Sunday. I forgot what we chose for Moon Day. Gluttony is this day. I just know this is Snake Day because that's when he shows up. It's been a while. It's been a while, and there were just so many theories as to how to name this whole day wheel, but going on. Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I am Roderick. How can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today, and things have been crazy since then. Oh, sorry. How could I not recognize you? Good. This is good. That's probably not right. I'll lose my voice. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? First of all, I want money. I'm not going to read all this, because reading from my chest is going to make me lose my voice faster. Of course, if only I had any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. Okay, I want to do a trade. Yes, I will give it to the blacksmith. Letter, southeastern corner of the village. Give me my money. I want some money. I want the stone. And then I will talk about the meat. And I'm not asking about how I can get home. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need a royal meat stamp on it. I'm so evil. Many years ago there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. And I don't need any trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? No. I don't want to even know where you can get unauthorized meat, but wow, it looks really good. But without a stamp, my hands are tied. Where can I get this stamp? Oh, you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it'll cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here that day. I bet she can help you find Snake. And this over here is Miss Charm, so I will go talk to her next. Thanks. Okay, I'm not asking anything about how to get home. I'm not talking to the guard by Witch Hill. I'm just gonna mess things up like that because I don't want to go through all of that because it doesn't necessarily matter. I love the voice cues for this. It's just so adorable. Hi. What do you want? I'm a graveyard keeper and I want to ask you some questions. I see. How many times a day do I hear that same mumbling? I have no time for you, little man. Come back. And I clicked too soon. But, ciao. Hail, friend. Can I have a moment? What did Miss Charm tell you? Literally to go away. Ah, Hoi's so classy. She would never talk just to anyone. Not just anyone, I'm the local graveyard keeper. Soon to be prior of the local church. How primitive. I am a well-known poet in certain small circles. My name is Wagner. One day I'll read my poem to her, and then we'll... But first I need to write it, and I am catastrophically out of paper and ink. Maybe you can get me some. So I'm just going to go through the normal motions, just real quick, so that I can get going. Okay. I need to ask all of these. I'm going to agree with him. Okay. So... But yes, this is one of my favorite games, and in the they did early access right, and when I'm doing cleanup in the next episode, I will explain why they did it right. But I will finish with killing some slimes, because that's what the letter is all about. Nothing, just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are? Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. Why is that unfortunate? My name is Kazivold. Okay, give him a letter. And of course, as you do different things, you can gain, I guess, friendship is what they call this. Letter, of course, 1 minute away, and he can't be bothered to come himself. How to see him die. I'm just going through this quickly. Slimes again. Okay, take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with the whetstone on the grinder behind me. You can keep the whetstone, maybe you'll need it to repair your shovels sometimes. If you manage to kill them, bring me their remains and I'll spare you some materials. Yes, that's what I need. Okay. So I'll do that. I do not have a lot of energy left, but let's see if I can do this. Fix the sword. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. I don't think I can forge from my favorite stuff yet. Okay. Okay. Spacebar. Okay. Easy enough. I defeated the slimes. I was asking where to find ore. Swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west across the river. I used to collect ore there before the bridge collapsed. Yes. So, I'm going to go back to home and start the next episode there, because it's a long walk and this seems like a really good spot to stop. So, happy gaming, happy writing, and happy reading. Bye-bye!